Foreclosure, every homeowner's worst nightmare. With the state of Florida reporting levels of foreclosure nearly 3 times the national average, many homeowners are experiencing this nightmare firsthand. According to a new study from the foreclosure tracking firm RealityTrack, Florida was home to 8 of the country's top 20 metropolitan areas for highest foreclosure rates last year. In these difficult economic times, 52% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. 43% spend more than they make in a year. An unexpected job loss or health crisis has put many responsible homeowners over the edge into foreclosure. Are you one of the thousands of Americans currently facing foreclosure? Have you already been served a foreclosure notice and want to protect your family from the devastating effects? Foreclosure is a stressful and difficult process. One mistake and it could cost you your home. We're going to cover 5 common foreclosure mistakes and how you can avoid them. First, when facing a foreclosure, many homeowners just ignore the issue, hoping it will go away. What they don't realize is that time is of the essence. Neglecting to take immediate action with a foreclosure can cost you and your family dearly. There are strict federal and state laws designed to protect homeowners in foreclosure situations. Ignoring the problem can cause you to lose these statutory rights and give banks extra leverage against you in a foreclosure. A second common mistake is just to walk away from your home. Many people think accepting the foreclosure and just walking away is the simplest and best way to deal with the issue. However, in many cases, deficiency judgments from the foreclosure sale of the property can haunt you for years. You could walk away and then be back on your feet years later and find your wages or your bank account garnished. Never just walk away from your home. The third mistake often made by those facing foreclosure is not having their paperwork reviewed by a legal expert. Maybe you've seen in the news where lender foreclosure fraud has been rampant. Many home loans were bought and sold on Wall Street, and in many foreclosures, it is not always clear who owns the mortgage. Maybe you've heard the term robo-signer. According to the Associated Press, it was reported that banks and loan servicers were hiring just about whoever they could find, including hairstylists and box store employees, as foreclosure experts to help them rush through the massive backlog of foreclosures that were rapidly piling up. These robo-signers fraudulently sign thousands of foreclosure documents a day. Several of the largest banks in the country recently paid $25 billion in an attempt to settle these allegations of fraud. Because of this fraud and negligent record keeping, a foreclosure attorney is needed to determine if the bank even has the right to foreclose on you. When facing foreclosure, time is working against you. The fourth mistake that homeowners make is not fighting their foreclosure. By simply choosing to fight and make the bank prove they have the right to foreclose, you can usually buy yourself months, sometimes even years in your home. This extra time is often necessary to obtain a loan modification, a short sale, or some other acceptable solution to your foreclosure. The loan modification process is complex and intimidating. That is by design. The loan servicers that process loan modifications make more money while your loan is in default than when you are making your regular payments. There are numerous stories of delays and problems suffered by homeowners attempting to modify their loans on their own. The final mistake many homeowners make is hiring an attorney who does not specialize in foreclosure defense. In this struggling economy, many inexperienced attorneys are taking foreclosure work on the side. Foreclosure defense is a very technical area of law and also requires expertise in securities law. This is because most home loans were sold and resold on Wall Street. Also, many law firms that claim they offer foreclosure defense only provide a legal defense in court. They don't do anything to solve the underlying problem. People also need help negotiating a loan modification, short sale, or other solution. 1 out of every 200 homes will be foreclosed on. Here's how to protect your family from foreclosure's devastating effects. Get your paperwork reviewed immediately by an attorney who specializes in foreclosure defense. It is essential to get your loan and foreclosure paperwork examined for lender violations, lender attorney errors, and procedural violations before a possible foreclosure, and certainly if you've been served a foreclosure notice. Find an experienced law firm that specializes not only in defending foreclosures, but also proactively working with banks to negotiate loan modifications, short sales, and waivers of deficiencies. Find a firm that focuses on keeping people in their homes. You owe it to yourself and your family to do your homework and follow these tips to avoid common foreclosure mistakes. Take action to protect your family now. Don't stick your head in the sand.